Hey
Round
guys,
11.
welcome to Project Epoch. I'm Corinth, and along with us tonight we have son of Pookie, who's I think that way or that way. I can't tell how this thing's going to mirror.
To your right.
Like that way. So, and then we have John. As you can see, we're missing Bulker Steve for the night. He's got some in real life things going on for the next few weeks. Work issues. So, we're going to do just one round tonight of Project Epoch, and we were just kind of briefly discussing for the next few weeks. That way we don't go too crazy with it. We don't start creating too much without him having to try to catch up. We're going to do Microscope after this for like 3 weeks, and we're going to go back in time to some of our more interesting areas and kind of role play that out. I don't know if that's going to be a 3-hour live stream itself, but we're going to just kind of really break down the world. Maybe you'll get to see some of our interactions. A whole lot less rules, a whole lot less dice rolling, and just a lot more of us role playing. So I think it's going to be really enjoyable. I'm really excited about it. We just got to kind of go over the finer aspects of Microscope and make sure that we can bring it to you guys properly. So we're going to get this started. I know we have a recap that we posted. Hopefully you guys have checked it out on YouTube. If not, you can go back and check it out later. But we're just going to get this day started. So
that's what was supposed to play at the beginning of this, rather than the bumper that you guys saw.
So you want to go and roll some D6s?
Okay,
So,
yeah, you guys can roll 20. Ready to do this?
Yeah, we're good. And Pookie, do you want to roll for Steve as well? We'll go ahead and do the 4 people again. Awesome. So, hey, we're going to have Steve, and then Pookie, and then me, and then John. That's going to be our order for the night. So, I'll get that set up. All right. Is there anybody who wants to, in particularly, take Steve's spot for the night, or at least for a little bit?
I'm currently adjusting some video stuff, so if you want to,
I'll just do it.
Round.
That's fine.
Yeah. Giving Pookie 2 rounds, 2 times around. He's like, oh, yes. I like it. Besides, he's the real brains behind this whole operation. The rest of us are just stunting.
All right. How many races do we have? I don't remember anymore. How many do we have?
We have a lot of races. We have so many races, and we have like multiple civilizations now. We have. Well, the problem is we have all these races. Some of them don't even have cities yet, but like the actual civilizations we have right now.
Yeah, we're the ones that
we have. Actual civilizations. Let me go find that real quick. All right, we have the Free States of Ingridburg. We have the Skarn ones with the Protos. We have the Thunderdome with the Nulrogs and the Kayadun. We have the 3 Cuts, which are the Eternals, the Trogs, and the Scar Elves. And let's see if we have any other else here. I think that I know we have some more here, so I'm just trying to find them on my giant spreadsheet of pain here. Oh yeah, we have the Gates of Elysium, which are the Aractonians, the Meerkat folk, the Undead, and the Kayadun. And then we have the Rammstein, which is the Metal Civilization. And we also have the Sharazad, which are the Mephits. And then we also have the Gojira, which are the Proto-Lizard folk, which is a Japanese, like more of like a Japanese nation. So,
all right.
Hey, there's your recap.
Did you do the recap already? Did you play?
Well, I mean, I already did the recap earlier, but yeah, we pre-record those on Wednesdays now.
I can run us back into a recap if you want, but
no, we're good.
Cool.
We're good. We have an ass load of civilizations.
All right. I'm gonna create an avatar for the familiars, the ones that we never used.
Oh yeah, the things that like the mimics, basically, right?
Yeah, they're like mimics. His name's gonna be Rust.
What shape does he mostly look like? Or can they take any shape, can't they?
They look like Warforged most of the time, but he's special. He can turn into like anything. He's not restricted like some of the other ones are.
Cool. What's his main purpose?
He develops this kind of magic, I guess, like technology. So he's like a sorcerer, but whenever he does spells and shit, his body changes, or the effects look like science.
Nice.
So, like he throws like an Eldritch blast or whatever, it looks like a force blast, or if he's like magic weapon, it looks like a lightsaber, shit like that.
Nice.
So his function is just to like lead them away from the rest of these metal races. Like he wants them to be their own thing. He doesn't want them to be slaves to the metal gnomes and the metal macaw and the metal elves.
Oh, that sounds real nice.
Yeah, and he's called Rust too because unlike all the rest of them, they look like like Transformers. They look normal. They look like shiny and shit. But he's all rusted. Like his body's all rusted and corroded, and never changes.
It's pretty. I like it. It's like what would happen if mages had to follow the rules of paradox.
Yeah, it was like a whole idea I had for making a Warforged sorcerer is how I was going to play him. Like when he did spells, his body would actually transform with the spell, like he was doing it through technology, not through magic.
Nice.
It was a whole idea I had, yeah.
That's good shit. Well, that's a pretty strong first thing there. What are you going to follow with your actual?
Brains me on that.
I'm going to create a race. I'm going to create a race of Minotaurs because we don't have Minotaurs yet.
Nice.
This world, and I love Minotaurs.
I love Minotaurs.
But these Minotaurs are more like the classic Greek Minotaur.
Yeah.
They're a very, very savage, like a bestial race.
Okay.
Not like Kryn Minotaurs.
So like non-civ Minotaur. Do they have a civ?
No, but I'm going to stick them right. See how you made this place here, John? They're going to be right here in these lands here.
Oh, nice.
This mountain range up here,
right
they're up in here in these mountains and up in here.
And so they live like on the edges or on the dark sand or whatever.
In between where the Empress was before she moved over here. This is where they are now. They're in this weird, hazy, mountainous area, and then they come over here.
I like it. So we can take that hazy, mountainous area, and instead of making it like a deep, dark mountain in the distance, it can be like the haze of the things that make you lose your ship in the water in Odyssey, combined with like Greek countryside mountains.
Yeah, like kind of like the mist of Rylea from like Cthulhu and shit. Like it can transport you places, or maybe it just makes you think that you've gone someplace else.
Like or time passes when you travel through it, or like weird shit happens, but it's not like oppressive like Ravenloft. It's more like mystery without the imminent doom being right in your face.
Yeah, call them savage Minotaurs. That's what I'm gonna call them. Savage Tours, yeah, Savage Tours. Sauvage Tours.
Sauvage Tours.
Saboteurs.
Like they're mean, dude. Like they're big and mean. They cannibalize each other. They just fuck everything up.
They're agents of chaos.
Yeah, they rape, they pillage, they eat, they destroy.
And not necessarily in that order.
That's right.
So
not necessarily in that order.
It looks like we know where the wall for... Well, actually, they're not even near the Mongols, so...
Yeah, they're close to...
Mongols don't build walls for...
We don't build walls. These shitty walls. All right. I want to create a civilization. I want to mark them off first. It's going to be like the next part of this whole chain we got going on here.
Where at?
You know how we already have the other two civilizations that are colored off? Up here?
Gotcha. I see it now.
You see the red? Yeah, so it's going to be a civilization that specializes in some of the life giants who have moved out of the acid area and the blue goblins. They have found a thing to work with each other. So they're great civilization. I want to just call it say Shandor. Shandor. It's life giants and blue goblins. All right. Go ahead, John, your turn.
What? I'm an observer. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He's like, I'm required to do something? What are you talking about here tonight?
I hadn't switched back to the rules list, so I'm going to go back there for a second. And that way, all the audience can see all the options available to me.
Because I can't remember all the options.
Yeah, I'm not leading to look or anything.
Yeah, totally not.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use the create race to bring back the Hawkman Civ.
All right. So create civilization, Hawkman.
Yep, and I'm gonna go and say that these here Hawkman folk, are actually not they're a civilization in the. Sorry. They're civilization in the sense that they're organized, not that they're necessarily large enough to just easily, freely be seen as a civ. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they just have a system of government and plans and things.
Okay. So there's no like real name, just a civilization of Hawkman.
Yeah, it's just a civilization of Hawkman. They have a name. I don't know what that name is. We'll figure it out at some point.
Well, if we have to figure out like what city actually it is, then that's fine. We'll do that later. But you're just bringing them back.
Well, they have that city. They're going to be at the De Los Santos.
Oh, they're just bringing back right back to where they used to be.
Yeah, in that cavern. It's just going to come back, reestablish like enough in the valley that they actually need to like organize themselves to prevent bad shit.
That makes sense. Makes sense to me. All right. We are now into the command phase. And I think that Pookie is full of great freaking ideas, and I like watching him get 2 rounds sometimes. So if you're okay with it, Pookie.
Yeah.
And once again, guys, like if you're just not catching on, we're only going to do 1 round tonight. I'll be honest with you. We got some sickness kind of going on. Some of us don't feel so great. So we just want to make sure we give some kind of content, though. We don't want y'all to be like, oh, we're just not going to do anything tonight. So but, we're kind of hurting. So, not Pookie. He's an animal. He's a savage minotaur.
All right, so those minotaurs are going to create a civilization.
Okay.
And they're going to claim all these mountains, all the land surrounding it right here. And they're going to call it Ursetu, which is the they're going to be Sumerian. That's the language they speak.
Nice.
And that means death is what it means.
So how do you spell that?
I put on here already Ersetu.
Okay.
Do you have an idea for the system of gov kind of type? Is it like a warlord Sheftian thing or like a council type thing? Or
no, it's they're going to have a one ruler, not a dictatorship, an empire. I guess.
Despot.
Yeah, it's one guy and his family rules all of it.
Gotcha.
Actually, fuck that. It's gonna be a woman. Yeah, it's gonna be a female minotaur.
Are they matriarchal? Are they matriarchal?
Yeah, we're gonna make them matriarchal. That's pretty awesome. So like she's like the one who rules the whole society.
Can I pitch an idea? What if the society wasn't matriarchal until like she rose up to power through whoop-assery in the savage order of things, and because she proved that she could do it, like suddenly the value of women in society became like, oh shit, maybe.
I mean, to me, as strong as they are, I mean, she's definitely not a pushover. She's going to have to be like whoever it is like kick some ass.
Like, raping baby head removers.
I mean,
I like it.
It's an awkward order.
All right, and then on my turn, I'm going to have the Savage Minotaurs are going to build a wonder that surrounds this entire thing. They're going to build a giant labyrinth to protect the outskirts of their lands. So to get inside, you have to like go through this giant maze that they create to get to the center of it. I know we did something similar in another game, but I like the idea. So
No, that's good. Okay. Whew. Good. Yeah, that whole thing's going crazy over there. Let's see. I think I want to create another civilization since we're having fun with this. And it's going to be just to the west of Shandor and the other place.
It is fun to start lining stuff out, right?
Yeah, it is. And actually, that was a great idea when you started doing that. I was like, oh, that's pretty smart.
Well, I figured that way it like create like obviously those lines can change as things combine and fall, but it starts giving a bit more of a definitive nature to things.
So that's going to be a new civilization. That's going to be the area. It's going to be called Evergrove, and it's going to be Trent's and Lachey. So, which will still be on good terms with Shandor because they were all the life giants and everyone they previously worked together. So.
And the Blue Goblins, I can only imagine being decently docile compared to the past after like their own leader came in and cured himself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Like,
too,
look what happens when you rise to power and glory. Oh, you just blow yourself up. Okay.
Yeah, like that's a terrible thing. So, all right, John, your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. So, I'm going to probably form an alliance. Do you think that when the empire of the different dragon / lizard / trog type,
You mean the old Horde place?
the Horde, yeah. When the Horde fell, do you think that like I would imagine like robber baron, despots would be taking over small spots and raiding things. I'm just thinking like the Shinsei Shishi probably did not have good border relations with the ex-Horde pleasure folk. And so I would like to have them make an alliance with a Shandor defensive alliance against the incursions of said Horde.
Okay. So you're commanding. Who are you commanding to ally with?
I think do you think they're all racist enough that they would pick other lizard kind over other creatures?
No, I mean I don't know.
Not necessarily. I'm only saying it because they lived in this is why I'm saying it. They lived in homogeny for thousands of years with just other lizard type people.
Yeah.
But
the Trogs, the Trogs actually went off and made friends with the Eternals and like the Scar Elves and everything. So
yeah.
They let the Scar Elves in too, dude, and the Acidic Oozes.
Oh, and they would have had to have let the Scar Elf refugees pass through their country in the first place.
Well, the Scar Elves were part of them from the beginning. Like they recruited them way back when Scar Elves first appeared. And so the Acidic Oozes too.
Okay, yeah. So then they're gonna reach out to Shandor.
Yeah, they were always eclectic, just like the Mongols. They would just take people that were.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they were inclusive to bring in everybody. Yeah, so they're gonna reach out to Shandor then, and it's not gonna be Shandor.
Are you talking about the Karakahorn, or is that what you're talking about?
Shishi. That's what it used to be.
That's the old city. Are you talking about the harem people now?
The Japanese.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the Gojira.
Yeah, Gojira. Sorry.
All right. No, you're fine. Okay.
Yeah, the Gojira.
Yeah, one's primal and one's proto, right? That's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, the primal to me is the
Mongol ones.
The Mongol ones, yeah. Alliance with Shandor. Nice. Yeah, because the Japanese ones, the proto lizard folks are the Gojira and their nation, and then the Hapkovgud Skarn are the primal ones, and those are more your Mongols. So, yeah, I'm glad we keep a freaking spreadsheet, dude. I'd get so damn lost. It's not funny. All right. Yeah, we'd be just like on the ship.
I don't know the blue one. What's the blue one called? That's where we're at. We're at the yellow one now.
What are you talking about?
No, I mean that's what it would boil down to if we didn't keep a list of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to mark this as Gojira, that we know which ones we're talking about. So
dope. It's so cool to see like a lizard folk race that's like a lizard folk country that's also like not. Oh, look, flesh bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of them like being higher level creatures, at least with some thought processes and stuff.
Imagine they're all the ones with the honor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot. So,
well, I like that idea too. Like the one of the best parts about Rokugan, in my opinion, other than the idea that you could die at any moment in any combat.
Die at any moment.
Well, I mean, nobody rushes into combat. Like heroes are really heroes if you do it in L5R. Yeah. But one of the things I liked the most was they took this blend of cultures and made this rule set that you had to follow, but there wasn't like a mechanic for following it.
Yeah. I was just putting that in there and so I could see it, so I could write it. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we are now at the next phase.
We are in the next phase. We are now down to Conquest.
And the camera didn't change for this, so there's 2 copies of Joey up, Son of Pookie up. While
I mean, how can you not like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Slice the flag. That is.
I know. I like the extreme zoom in on my face too, by the way. That's nice. I'm just
pronounce engagements, command armies, or claim territory. Now I'm going to switch back and fix the next card.
Sorry, I'm having way too much fun with the camera. Oh, there we go. I was having a little too much fun with the camera.
Okay. I can't be laughing now.
Yeah, sorry. Not having too much fun. All right, anyways. Go, Pookie. This is what happens when I'm all medicated up and I'm stupid. So I took way too many different herbal supplements trying to break this freaking sinus.
Don't run to the hot toddy.
Can you overdose on like herbs? Because I'm starting to think I might have. Is it possible to overdose on like ginger root and like ivy leaf and other crap? Because man, I am jacked up.
All right, so the metal gnomes, and the metal elves and the metal macaw are going to claim this whole metal part here. They're going to turn us all in the middle, the reef and everything, and they're going to call it Mechanus.
This whole Mechanus, nice.
Ooh, is there any outside influence to that creation, or was it?
Well, it's not spelled. It's not spelled the same way.
Okay.
Nice. I appreciate whoever went back and marked all the Eternal stuff and everything. That was nice.
Yeah, I was doing that. And then the Savage Minotaurs are going to create an army.
Oh, for your so
that was Steve's round.
So Steve's round is basically Mechanus.
Yeah, and then I'm creating an army.
Creates it. And then are the Savage Minotaurs creating an army?
Yep.
Savage. Minotaurs.
You know what we should do too at some point? We should just get a token for each army and just drop it on the map in the color of the country. And then we go, oh, they have one army. How many armies do they have? Just by looking at the map, you could be like, well, they have.
That would be really helpful. Actually, that's a really good idea. We could probably do that.
Well, I'm just thinking when the countries become like a whole continent looking like that, it's going to be real helpful. It's a spreadsheet look for that information anyway.
No, it's really smart. And like I said, I expect hopefully some good changes. Like I said, I think the next 3 weeks when we do microscope, when we come back, we'll have some better ideas. Like you're right, because we're going to start building like civilizations. It's going to be like, well, how many armies do they have? Well, shit, let me go back and check. 572 lines of freaking data here and figure it out. So
yeah, even with search functions.
Yeah. So, by the way, that's the spreadsheet. If you guys want to keep up with it at home, that way y'all can look. Y'all can look at it. You just can't obviously edit it because I don't want you guys. I don't want any of y'all deleting all my shit.
I saw a typo last week and I went to go fix it.
I'm sure I have lots of typos.
Oh no, I went to go fix. Oh no, it's better. Thank God it wasn't, because at some point in time I used the wrong mouse and the wrong keyboard. So if I did have access to it, I probably would have deleted like 38 lines.
I would have died inside. Let's see. That's a nice open area over here. So we're going to create a civilization over here. No one's using you.
Where's that?
West of the Acid Lake, where that like the bay is. I want to start drawing it up. Oops.
So very, very sorry.
Oh my God.
Hear it? I'm sure most of the audience heard me burp on accident.
Oh, did you really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I was too busy thinking about prepping for the burp coming with the chest, And then I forgot. I keep the mic on.
If I could get this, there we go. I'm like,
I see it.
I'm having issues drawing. Okay, I'm trying to go to freehand and I'm like screwing it up.
I did that. Don't feel bad. It took me a minute and a half to get started on the hawk, man, because I kept picking the wrong color over and over again, and then making boxes.
I'm not going to try. I want to, just in general. Get the idea.
So around the mountain and the bay there too?
Yeah, they're clean. Yeah, this is going to be a coatl. I want the coatls to kind of come back, and I want to see. Let's see. Give me a good race that goes with the coatl, like just something not chaotic. Actually, probably the anthropomorphs.
Well, I would say the Dampier were like any surviving Dampier would be.
Yeah, so create civilization.
Ooh, I kind of want to create. Oh, I'm going to create something during the event phase in relation to this country.
Boom, boom, boom. And we shall call it. You guys already have like Gates of Elysium. I was thinking of something like World of Darkness related. Dude, I should just call it like freaking Camarilla.
Well, yeah, if you think about the fact that the organization, the organization.
Yeah.
So I have a question about your. Are they like the same? Do they feel that they're here to bring order and they have the judgment and all that?
No, they're probably they saw that probably went absolutely terribly wrong. Like now they're just trying to like. They're watching and existing. That's what I would think.
Cool. Yeah, I was just wondering, like where the society sits. So I got an idea.
So
dope.
All right, that's my turn.
That's the round, and now we're on to the events.
Oh, it's your turn. Yeah, you still got to do your thing.
Oh, I was already prepping up my events round. Okay, well, Do either Gojira or the Scarred actually have an army yet?
That's a good question.
Because at this point in time, I think the Scarn should have an army of someone. Because if they're raiding people in any kind of Mongolian way,
They should probably create an army.
they should probably have an army, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically the main civ is in the center, but yeah, they supply themselves from the outskirts, which are probably tributes from raids. It's how they existed most of their existence.
Yeah, they may have just not had like a formalized army. Just.
And then I'm gonna build
warlords.
Gojira probably next round.
I mean, like next. Yeah. All right, we're ready, Vince. Pookie's gonna do something crazy. I can already tell. He's been setting these minotaurs for something.
So this area is filled up with acid again, right? From the other round?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, this round, remember how like her castle is sitting on top of this mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Her castle like basically transforms becomes this entire mountain and island. This whole thing becomes her castle in this round. So anything's just living here, or it's like absorbed, or
is it like a different realm of existence almost as well? Almost like the where she came from, in the sense that is like everything there disappears, or is it just like they get blasted away as the change happens?
Yeah, it just gets destroyed, blasted away. It becomes nothing.
Cool.
Almost absorbs it, I guess. So
yeah.
Now their castle's just as big as this. Whatever this is, this giant, right?
Yeah, it's a giant freaking man. It's a big ass castle.
And as a result, the acid dragon is free again, and it's in these waters again. All in here. Swimming around.
Like, I'm just trying to free up a damn acid dragon. Like, I'm just trying to sleep. These fucking bitches. Oh.
For the acid.
That's Steve's round.
That was Steve's round.
On my round, Gojira is going to become a shogunate. So these lands get divided into... How many different type of dragons are there in D&D?
Technically, there's 10. 5 of chromatic, 5
okay, well, I'm gonna say 13. So instead of clans, they get divided into these 13 different types of dragon lands. So like instead of being like the phoenix and the crab and shit, it's like the red scale and like the green breath and like the fucking the platinum fang and shit.
Gotcha.
Like that. So like the samurai are different dragon types basically.
Okay.
Now, in order to have like a shogunate, though, you have to have an emperor. So I guess we have to make one during resolution that made this all happen.
Yeah,
an avatar. And then the shoguns run each of the 13 lands, right? So it's a feudal system now.
Okay.
Quick pitch. What about this can be handled in resolution, but emperor, bloodline, divinity, similar. And it's
like instead of being one creature, just make it a bloodline.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, what I mean is like the bloodline is the same bloodline as God.
That's like how they viewed the actual emperors.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like they think that this emperor is connected to the original primordial dragons.
Yeah, or I was thinking maybe they think it's connected to Alatun or Akorma or one of them.
Yeah,
one of the original.
And, like, one of their ancestors is the emperor, basically, or empress.
Okay, I like that.
And like we could have 13 other like mini avatars basically that run this place as shoguns.
You can break that. You can break a Dawn of Worlds down just for the country.
Yeah, so it's like this is like our own little Rokugan now, basically.
Yeah,
this area.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think it is too. Lisa.
Oh, Rokugan. Events.
I was gonna say the acid oozes in the lake when the dragon pops out. They're like, "Oh, he has returned!
He has returned!
New age,
sure, right? Yeah,
it's another age. The last time we were really powerful when this happened. It's the time of the rising of the oozes."
And there's one that's just trying to jump into his mouth constantly. He's like, "Come here."
I will fulfill the prophecy. I am the
Absorb me.
return and the second
Absorb
coming.
me.
I am the
Eat
second coming of
me.
the great Casus. Is this
Kuzik?
Cazus?
Kaizu, what's his name?
Kuzik, I think. Kuzis? I don't think go back and look. Yeah.
Whose turn is it? Is it your turn, D? It's your turn.
That's why I was trying to fill time for him.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think about what the hell I'm doing. But by the way, thank you, John. Now every time I go by the former metal island that I put a black on, I'm like, oh my god, it's censored. It's censored.
Well, if you think that's bad, take a look at all the tiny dicks around the Animorph Island.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, it's a bukkake.
Hey, how do you erase lines?
So what I found is if you hit the select move arrow and you create a box, like a little pull, click, and drag.
But it has to be one that you made, right?
Yeah, it does have to be one you made.
Unless
all of us were.
Steve needs to hand that shit over.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I like this. This little bit looks kind of neat. I think the way it's all kind of.
So. Let's see. Let's see.
That looks like a big ice cream cone.
It does look like an ice cream cone. I saw that earlier. So I was thinking of something to do with Moose Day here, like the Golden City, but more along the lines of what to actually do with that order that we created. The
banking order.
The 10 to here.
Yeah.
We need to do some of that.
Do?
Huh?
What do they need to do?
Well, they set up the
Obsidian banks, right?
They've already set up the Obsidian Exchange.
Yeah, but here the banks need to have a reason for people to want to borrow money, and that reason's commerce, so it would be trade.
Oh yeah. The 10 to here's a banking order. So actually,
I guarantee you, they already have probably already have banks in all of these civilizations.
Oh, major cities,
yeah. And the civs themselves, they're already doing business.
What I mean to say is, if they promote trade between nations, they can only see more money themselves.
So, strangely enough, though, they're going to start funneling money through their banks for war efforts. They're going to start trying to cash in on all the conflict.
Kingmakers?
Yeah.
Arms dealers?
Yeah.
Both.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. The 10 to here are going to actually turn into a mafia, a protection racket.
Oh.
That's what they're...
Nice.
The protection, and they're going to incorporate a mercenaries into their thing.
So the bankers are also the loan sharks.
Yeah.
Honest about it this time around.
Yeah. I'm going to put little quotations our little Princess mafia style. So, all right. So that's the event. That's what the 10 to here are going to do. They're still mephits. They're not the nicest things ever. It's if you don't pay up your loans, bad shit happens.
So they're mischievous mafia?
Yeah.
I'll break your kneecaps. When I toss a pebble in front of your cart, you fall off of it.
That's right.
So is this my event?
Yeah, it's your event. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm not sure. I could definitely use input on this idea to kind of make it cooler. But so what I was going to do is, I was thinking about doing this before anyway, but totally now that the Coatl are in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So in your organization area here, I want there. So the original things that caused the shadow twilight spots to exist were pieces of falling moon rocks, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I wanted to do was somewhere in this mountain range, I wanted the Coatl to discover an area like a large cave mouth where through happenstance a good chunk of that twilight rock went into the cave, and during their refugee period while running through things and trying to stay out of the light, and going into this mountain range to find shelter in different spots. The group of Dampiers that had been separated from most of the world for a long time have been down there living. Or not, it's not even down, it's like at the edge of a mountain or a cave mouth. So and they found way to sustenance, and they haven't like what is that called? The creatures from H.G. Wells' Time Machine.
Are you talking about the blue skin things?
Morlocks?
Morlocks, yeah. They haven't Morlocked. They're still Dampiers.
Okay.
Now, do you think that's feasible? Like, because they're vampires, so feeding. They'd have to.
I mean, it's our world. You don't have to make them like feed off of the other things. It's.
Well, I know if that's.
And technically, Dampiers don't have to feed off things.
Okay, well, I definitely didn't know that. So, I mean, but if we can spice that idea up, originally I was thinking it'd be kind of cool if it was like some kind of landmarked mountain feature that you could paste it into.
So your event is more of like what the actual mountain feature is like. A discover. Oh, so like the Quaddle discover like more Dampiers, like a whole new subsect of Dampiers.
A Dampier culture that still carries its original semblances.
What if they discover what's left over of the La Sombra, the shadow users?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah, because they got fucked up with Ingrid.
They got fried bad, dude. Yeah. So maybe the ones that lived escaped deep underground, like John's saying, or like deep into these passageways. That's what they find down there.
Yeah.
And since they've been in the dark for like another 500 years, they're more powerful than they were before.
Yeah, because they've not seen light at all.
Maybe there wasn't. Maybe not all of them were that originally. Maybe the La Sombra took it upon themselves to carry some refugees, and then that eventually became a civilization. But they can't go back out, right? Because they don't have the Twilight thing. But maybe in the next rounds we find they've developed technology or something to help them with that, or a way to get the moon Twilight.
What if they develop like their own obtenebration? I like that idea. What if like that's how they survive, by creating darkness now? Like full, like real, they create like real darkness so they can survive.
Oh, and they can use like pieces of the original Twilight Zone. So, or Twilight Zone, Twilight rock, and then it can become part of a.
Obtenebration of power is you're supposed to pull it directly from like the abyss. So like maybe they're pulling Twilight from the source of the Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like they're forming obtenebration. But I was gonna say I like the idea you said about them being different. What if they're truly undead now? What if like whatever Ingrid did, the ones that survived became full on? They're not Dampier anymore. They're vampires. Straight up vampires. And that's why there's so few of them, because they don't turn everybody they meet. They're like Vampire the Masquerade. They've only been turning a select few people.
Oh my goodness! And then that runs to Camarilla, because then they can actually implant themselves.
So they've been like slow over 500 years. They've been creating like a vampire sect basically by turning select individuals, and whoever discovered this just like stumbled upon them, and maybe because this person discovered, they decided to turn him or something. Like interview the vampire style. They're like, because you found us, we can either kill you or like make you one of us, or we're gonna.
What if they use the opportunity to make vampires? I know this is anti-Camarilla from World of Darkness. What if they use it to? Oh my goodness! You discovered this just now. This is our the first contact with these people and the Quaddle ever.
Yeah.
When really, it's been 700 years. It's been the entire formation of the Quaddle civilization that they've kind of had a small.
Check this. I got a pitch for you. What if when they turn a Quaddle, it turns the Quaddle into a wraith, like wraith style from Vampire the Masquerade? Like a full on,
like extended soul, trying to not get sucked into the void.
Maybe when they turn certain creatures into vampires, they could become different kind of creatures from World of Darkness.
Oh, that
so we could start to make our own like version of World of Darkness inside this setting.
Yeah.
So now there's a subset of Quaddles that rely on like Oblivion power and shit because they're wraiths now. They're not Quaddles anymore. What do you think?
So, yeah,
I love that.
Well,
that is
inspired by, obviously.
Yeah, we can't say it's actual Wraith the Oblivion, but
yeah, but they're tied to the planet. They're tied to death.
When you were thinking of a name for it, I was thinking Oblivion would be an awesome name, like for their society or like their city or something.
So do you want to make that like? So do they find it? They find a city and they basically call it Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah.
And so, do you think? Would they play it that way? You think? or would they try to turn the guy that found it? Because I think that they would take the opportunity to like play a double bluff, where they're like, "Oh yeah, the Dampier exists," but they haven't influenced Coatls in any way. In fact, they're weak.
I'm sure
they need help.
I'm sure the Coatl. Well, there's probably are some Dampiers. So there's some Dampiers and some Coatls, but like then there's like Oblivion, which is like the city in the mountain that is the actual La Sombra vampires and the Coatls who have been turned into wraiths.
And it works for what you're saying, John, because like La Sombra, even though people don't know it, they're like very, very political, and they're even more political in some ways than Ventrue are. In
they're the other side of the coin.
They're way more ruthless. Yeah. So like to me, it was like the perfect thing. I think you're right. I think they would keep Dampier around that maybe are only Gould or something that aren't actual vampires, so that people don't know about them. They don't know they exist behind the veil. I'm saying somebody has to know something, and maybe the guy who found it knows. Maybe they turned him, but he doesn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
I'm sure that if they have any influence whatsoever, that there are ghouls and people who've encountered them throughout the years. Like I wouldn't be surprised if an order, like the Society of Quetzalcoatl, that is rooted in seeking out vampiric influence in their.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways you can play with that. There's a lot of ways you can play with that. So I think that's some really framework.
So the event is someone discovers a secret society of vampires /
So what I put is Coatl discover the remnants of the La Sombra, vampires who create their shadows to survive. Coatls turn into wraiths. The city is called Oblivion.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. So now it's on Avatar round. So now we have Whisper Lady, and it'll be Steve's action first.
Okay, let me get the Avatar card up, which I didn't fix while doing that. So everybody bear with how this looks. Those are all the actions that can be done by the avatars.
Is that Personal Calamity? I think
you got Base of Operation.
Is it Base of Operation?
But me, I got Subrace. Okay, that was one off from death.
So Letty's going to build another Base of Operation, huh?
Jeez, he's such a Sith Lord.
At work.
Yeah, he's going to build a base of operations in the city of Oblivion.
Dude's got connections everywhere. What? Somebody across the world found some evil stuff.
What's that? More evil shit?
More evil shit. 1 second. Hello? Yes.
So what we're saying is there is a master vampire who's also a Slad Lord.
Yeah, that's not terrifying.
Dude, he has like summer homes of plotting.
Yeah. This is where I plot here in the spring.
Yeah.
For a nice siesta in May, I plot over here.
John, your cameras are so whacked out on the Twitch.
No, I told everybody to bear with it.
Just bear with it, dude.
I did not bear with it to change it because I was too busy talking. That's my bad, I guess.
All right, so my go. Who's the next one? Oh, I got to roll 2 times in a row.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had Whisper. You had Whisper's Durn after that.
That's Personal Calamity.
Durn is a god of calamity.
Yeah, so that's Willow's Durn. I mean, Whisper's Durn is the one with the Personal Calamity.
Bellows Durn.
Bellows Durn. Yeah, Bellows Durn. That's Personal Calamity, huh?
I got a good one for it, I think.
What you got?
He gets in an altercation with like remember that sect of the Whispers that Steve made a long time ago to like protect the Senate.
Yes,
they like hunt his ass down. He gets in this gigantic fight with them, and he manages to kill all of them. But they destroy his voice box, so like all of his powers are based around sound. He can't use them anymore.
Oh man, that's rough.
Like they basically cut off his power source. But he kills all of them, all 10 of them or whatever by himself.
So now he has to
find a way to get his voice
on like his base abilities.
His whisper training.
And then
because he's a fallen whisper. Because he left the whispers become a bellow.
He's a hushed whisper.
He's a hushed. Well, I like that dude. He's the hushed. Yeah, in fact, he's going to change his name to Durn the Hushed.
I was just like
Durn the Hushed. Yeah, he's now called Durn the Hushed.
Durn the Hushed.
Yeah, right. Those cameras were.
That came out of nowhere. I like it.
More.
Oh Lord, I got Alcatraz. Let me see what happens.
Yeah.
See what I do.
Here comes death. Here comes that 11.
Here comes the 11. It goes to 11.
Back to the bad cameras for a second.
5.
A 5. Okay, that's explore. So that's finding any myriad of things that you can do with the exploring actions.
Well, let's see. He is goodness.
Who's this again?
Alcatos, the genie with the light brown hair. I'm dreaming of the genie with the light brown hair. What could I find? During his explorations, he's going to go. I want to mark this. All right, so center column area, our rows, far right, that big patch of green. I'm pinging it right now.
Where there's a little altar and a bunch of dead bones from a long time ago.
Yeah. He's gonna find the box of temporis. He's gonna find the.
Did those people ever leave? They got stuck there.
No, they're all bones now, like you said. But he finds whatever they found there.
Yeah.
To begin with.
So.
Dude, or maybe they are there, but they're stuck in dude, that's a good idea. Maybe they're there, John, but they're stuck in never-ending time loops.
They're stuck in a stasis.
Yeah, kind of. But he observes them doing things like one's killing another one over and over again. One's having a baby over and over again. Like they're stuck.
Have you seen Magicians where they find the ghosts?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've never seen the show though. But yeah,
it's stuck in playback loops. So you can observe all the things that happened in the last moments of the people that were there.
Yeah.
And that's how he uses the information to find what they found, like where the important thing is.
So yeah, we'll figure out what happens with that, but that's what he has. All right, John, you have
I only have one quote for you from what he says as he picks the box up. As he picks up the Temporis box, his only words are "Time is money."
Time is money. I want to put that in parentheses. That's good.
So I rolled a 10
on set type.
Is a sub race, and that is which. What? What happened?
What happened?
I have no idea.
The camera's still I believe the cameras were still switched over to the rule card list for
Oh,
we were speaking. Apologies, everybody. I was bringing up the breakdown so you guys could see the roll as we roll, but because of a problem from before, the cameras aren't working on that.
We're not at our best tonight. Let's just be honest.
That's Steve's role for the next person.
Fire our producer. That was before this problem even happened.
You got that's X Zaire, the hero.
Shit, is a personal calamity, right?
Oh,
he's the one that's collecting the pieces of rend, right?
He is, and he was going to go find. Well, does he run into Nilbog, and do they go at it?
No, I got
not Nilbog.
So,
sorry, guys.
So
crap, we have Nilbog too. I forgot to put Nilbog in here.
Yeah, I put Nilbog in there. So he went to Gojira to find the next part of rend, the next piece of rend. And he gets into a conflict there with somebody else who's looking for a piece of rend.
Okay.
And that's the guy who's the guy with the sword, with Alatoon's sword?
That's
Tashal.
Yeah, Tashal is gonna be the one that fucks him up.
Okay.
On a windy open meadow.
Well, because last game, John, this idea about someday Tashal with the sword, sword going into Japan and to duel people, and that's what he's gonna do during this round.
So Exire is injured by Tashal.
Not only is there a rogue god-like world, but there's an avatar level character that there's a story you could break into and be like, oh look, there we go, Yojimbo.
Yeah, he's walking around like Ayajitsu dueling people like here.
Hey, whooping that ass.
Hey, whoops that ass.
The llama responsible for this has been sacked.
So there's a half fish, half bird man walking around Gojira with a big ass sword, just fucking people up, dude.
That's true.
What's another bird besides crane that you can name a clan that was named after?
Fucking Phoenix, the Phoenix, dude. The fucking unkillable, bro.
Yeah, Phoenix clan.
Swing. That sound his sword makes.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking at all.
Yeah, I know.
Here's my roll. Who am I doing with my roll?
You have Murloc.
Murgle. He has order. Who is he? Is he a salmon too? What is he, a salmon?
I believe. Hold on.
Either that or a blue goblin.
Is he a blue goblin?
Or no, is he?
No, he's a salmon Murloc. Murloc is the one who's wielding Alatoon.
Okay, so that's Murloc. Okay, so what I get?
Tashal. Yeah. So he
order.
Who the hell's Tashal? Damn it.
Okay, so why he's here, what he's doing is after he defeats like each of these territories, when he defeats their greatest swordsman, he doesn't kill them. He instead makes them his apprentice. So he creates the order of Mergargle.
Tashal is the lizard folk who won the Geisig.
Okay.
He creates the order of Mergargle, and it's just a bunch of swordsmen that he trains after he defeats them.
I'm going to let you know at some point in the future, I'm creating an order in that area, and it's like a school, a full family school of people that venerate him.
Can you please spell Mergargle?
Mergargle.
Is it just M-U-R gargle?
Gargle, yeah.
Okay.
M-U-R-G-L-E. So actually, the other guy who suffered personal calamity is actually following the dude around who whooped his ass. Because he's part of the little order of dudes now.
We're making a world to do a ton of content in, create stuff, have games, let other people play.
So Tashal, the lizard folk, is actually following around Murloc now.
Yeah. Yeah, the one Excelsior, whatever his name is.
Exire. Okay.
Exire.
Oh, so Exire is actually injured by he's beaten by Murloc.
Yeah, and then Murloc is wherever guy he beats, he adds him to his like order of swordsmen.
Yeah.
Because he's only fighting the best from each area, so he considered that dude a good swordsman, I guess.
Yeah. One of them comes up and says, "My sword goes swing," and he goes, "My opponent's throat go Mergargle."
So Exire is injured by Murloc in a duel while he's looking for pieces of rend, and now he's forced to follow Murloc around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
who's the next person that might be dying at my hand?
Now it's gonna be Tashal, the lizard folk avatar who won the The Geisig.
You know, that has not been well for winners in the past.
Do you want to just say that he is the emperor of Gojira?
Oh, is he
yes.
Yeah, he was the Geisig winner, so it makes sense.
Then that's where he's from? Yeah, then that's what it is.
So see if you kill him, John.
After he won the Geisig, they conveniently found the lineage work necessary to prove that he was emperor.
And he made the shogunate, So now roll what happens to his ass. Oh shit, that's ascension.
12. Apparently winning the Geisig does well for some.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, it's like we said. It's everything we already said. So he finds out he's actually the blood descendant of Rend herself. Like he's a blood descendant of Rend and a Cromer. Like he's of their actual lineage. So he really is, unlike the real emperor of Japan, he really is a god. Like he's a demigod.
Yeah, he's a demigod without whether he realizes it or not. Well, I guess the Geisig is what revealed to him that he did. No.
That's why he won the game. See, it makes sense because his godly blood helped him win the Geisig, basically.
Nice.
So is that why that's why Alatoon's here, dude. She's coming here for his ass, dude.
Yeah.
McGurgle doesn't even realize he's being manipulated into killing the emperor.
McGurgle.
I am McGurgle.
Oh man. Oh hey, you roll for me, but that's fine. I'll roll for Ingrid.
Wait, I rolled for what?
It's fine. It works.
It's fine. That's cool. It's great.
No, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're no problem.
No,
it's no problem. All right. What's 10?
All over. 10, I believe, is you just killed a mother.
Personal calamity.
No, 10 of those 9.
Yeah, no. Okay. Oh no, 10 is
10 subrace.
Subrace. 11.
Oh shit. Well, let's see. She's all like
about killing that undead, bro. She just got
so you know what? She's going to create a subrace of Ractonians called the Pure.
Okay. And they are people who all loathe dead things?
They are untainted Aractonians. Like they have never been.
A woman that happens to be named Ingrid is part of a pseudo-fascist nation creating a subrace.
I mean, you could drop the pseudo. I think
you could drop the pseudo. It's quite fascist.
Pretty fascist.
Okay, I'm not only going to make my people hate them, I'm going to create a race of people specifically to hate.
What if she took a cue from the Gates because she wants to kill them? So the only way you can become a pure is if like your mother dies during childbirth. Those are the children they take and they build them in like Spartans almost. They put them in this rigorous training.
Oh yeah,
to make them the purest because she considers them pure because they have no ties beyond her basically. Because their mother is dead.
What if you also throw some kind of divine type ritual in where, because the mother died, there has to be not during birth, like at the moment of birth, the mother has to die.
Well, see, I like the idea.
If that happens, the cross of the mother into death at the same time that the child comes into life is like a super separation.
Well, I like the idea of your set of fascism, so I thought we could make it like it's she makes them believe it's divine, but it's not. So it's literally the force of their own will and their belief in her that gives them powers, basically.
That works even better.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be shattered if somebody figures out that the propaganda isn't real.
So far away from death.
Like maybe you eventually figure out that she's the one that's killing the mothers. Like when she selects these children of these families, she has the mothers killed during birth, like through poisoning or something else to make sure that the lie is believed fully.
Mm-hmm.
So then, so these children are trained from birth to basically be like the vanquishers of the undead. So they're like,
our idea.
She is their mother.
Yeah, undead Spartans, and their mother is Ingrid. Like they believe in Ingrid above all else. You know?
Yeah, like the dogs from Animal Farm. Like you get one there,
exactly.
Brainwash them into into just
right. And since your mother is gone and your mother died because of these undead things or whatever, now I'm your mother. So you love me more than anything else. Basically, I'm the thing that you love most in the world. You'll do anything for me. That's how like fanatical they are.
Yeah.
So it's like the opposite of the Gates of Elysium kind, because those children, the Revenants, are born to like create peace and unity, and these children are born to like destroy.
Yeah, they're actually forged out of love, and this is forged out of like.
I have a great idea for an avatar later.
Anger, hate.
I want a mother that comes back from the dead.
Oh, totally, dude.
Like
have an avatar.
Love is so strong for the expectant child that without meerkat influence or anything, rises from the dead to return back to her children, a true Revenant.
You know, like how Preacher has like Saint of Killers. You call her like Saint of the Mother or Saint of the Mothers. Yeah, and you make her like a fucking badass, dude. Like she's like the greatest healer in like all of the realm and shit.
That might happen in resolution. So
Totally.
let's do Rust.
Okay, yeah. That's on me? No.
No, it's on
Joey.
Joey.
Now.
Pookie gets the last.
On that guy, I keep talking. As though your first name doxes you. As though your not first name doxes you.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is create base operations for Rust.
Again.
Where is the you know what, dude? Is anybody no one's been interacting with the macaw folks since they came back, right?
No.
So Russ is gonna take all of his people over here to where the macaws made that giant telescope.
Yeah.
Remember this shit over here? And that's where he's
I do remember that.
Yeah, he's gonna build his base of operations over here with the macaw.
Okay.
Are they a civ yet?
No, they haven't made a civ yet. Neither did the familiars, so probably next round they should do that together. I'm thinking maybe he does something to like during resolution to make this telescope like super powerful, so they can see past their known universe.
Oh.
Do you think they still participate in astronomy? Maybe it's like a cultural pastime and
Yeah,
hobby.
I think that maybe they do. Like on the low,
they love
like
astronomy.
But they don't have a lot of civilization.
All right, and number 4, that's for Nilbog. What'd you get for Nilbog?
Wonder.
Number 4 is find a wonder. Yeah. Wait, is he in Japan or Gojira?
No, he's over here somewhere. That's where he fell off this cliff and found her heart.
Wait, he fell off the cliff, found the heart.
Yeah,
that's how he became Nilbog.
He landed on the heart and it like absorbed his body.
Yeah, because his body's all broken and nasty and stuff.
He's an accidental hero.
Oh, what part of the body is really connected to the heart, either metaphorically or physically?
It's just in his chest where his heart would be. Like it went through his back.
General peace, because that could be the next thing he finds, right?
Well, I was thinking that he finds this. Remember how the halls of Geyser went up into the sky or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say he finds the ruins here where it was built deeper into the ground. So he finds like the true halls of Geyser, the part that didn't tear away.
Didn't something hit that?
I think so. Something else hit it, right? No, the sword. Then the sword came. The sword
landed there
the first time. Yeah.
Oh,
so he finds the original halls of Geyser.
Ground.
Yeah, he finds it like deep. Like he has to go into the water, right? Because this isn't here anymore. This whole land is gone. But he goes deep underwater, and he finds like these ruins where I guess the halls extended all the way into the earth.
Oh yeah.
See more? Real deep.
Real deep. Because he can't die, so he just drowns over and over again.
Because all he's going to drown. Yeah.
Wait, so time out. I mean, this entity at this point is almost like a psych break character, because imagine the bad guy in a movie that follows you into the water, and not like a zombie where it doesn't have to breathe. No, asphyxiates.
Yeah, allows himself to drown.
And then revives consciousness, takes 15 steps, and then.
Well, I'm assuming over thousands of years, he could probably hold his breath longer. So he probably gets a good 5 minutes before he drowns again or something, dude.
Yeah, but the idea being like, once you're deep enough, you can't go back up to get more air. So he's
just going to keep drowning over and over again.
Revolving drown. But he's like, I get down there and I get back.
Yeah, we just say he has powers or something too. Maybe he's a sorcerer.
I don't think there needs his will.
Yeah, he can do his will. I like that idea too.
That's why it's like so.
Or he just develops the will where he no longer drowns. Like drowning doesn't shut off his consciousness anymore. Does that make sense? So his body to the point where he's just fully drowned, he can still move around and do shit.
That's how it started on the way down.
Yeah. No, it probably took him 100 years to develop it, but now he can't drown anymore, basically. But he's still technically drowned. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Like he just got used to it to the point where it doesn't affect him anymore. Like he's probably by this point used to all kinds of pain too, dude. Like his pain threshold is probably super high.
Because he walks around in constant agony from a broken body.
Yeah, which never healed.
Yeah, and I just imagine that as this thing that it's like the thing that doesn't stop coming.
Yeah, basically. It's like Jason Voorhees. He can't die. Like he just doesn't
Not Damon.
But it's a goblin, dude. So it's like a 2.5 foot Jason Voorhees.
It's a mangled goblin.
We call him Matt for short.
Yeah, it's like Doomsday. It's like Doomsday in a very similar fashion, because I imagine they're nearly as ugly.
Oh my gosh.
All right, is there any left? Is that it?
That's it. So now it's resolutions.
Okay, so let's talk about all the crazy stuff we did.
Yeah. So
I like the Saint of Mothers idea. I think we should do that like first. I think that like she should come back during this resolution.
So Avatar created.
I think she should come back here at the gates. Like she basically steps through that route. Like she steps through the netherworld back into the world.
But she reappears in a different spot than obviously where she was at originally.
Down here in Gates of Elysium, at that temple they built where the root is. Like she steps right out of it, dude. She's the first creature to like come through it
on her own.
And she's called Saint of Mothers.
Yeah, the Saint of Mothers, and her whole plan is to kill Ingrid for all the innocent mothers that she's killed, the thousands upon thousands.
It's her revenant job to protect children.
Yeah, to stop Ingrid,
but specifically Ingrid. Like so. Kind of like Revenant in World Darkness, right? And in Hunter. So it comes back with one mission. Now, if on the way to that mission it sees something else that pisses it off, it'll kill that too. But it's going to its mission. It won't stop. And so I like... Oh, man. I like the idea of the way it works in Hunter as well, which is when the Revenant's done, when she kills Ingrid, she returns to death.
Yeah, she'll probably will. Once her mission's completed.
Yeah.
But something may eventually cause her to re-rise. Like if a great evil or something that hurts children comes, she might come back.
Yeah. The saint.
Yeah, she's a saint.
I like that.
Saint of Mother, yeah. All right, so the Avatar's grade, Saint of Mothers. She's an Rytunian who was killed by Ingrid. She's a powerful healer. And sheer...
Just all-around badass, dude. Yeah.
The temple.
I like the idea of her killing with healing, though. I think that would be cool. To, like, see her overheal people and shit, and like that's how she kills them.
She's like overloads them with positive energy.
Yeah, overloads them with positive energy and shit. So she has to be careful.
Blow up.
What she's trying. Maybe when she first comes out, she doesn't know what she's doing yet. So maybe she does kill a few people trying to help and shit. But then she gets her power under control. You know what I mean? It's pretty good.
Like she comes out lashed out with the same pain she felt. Well, first off, it has to be really, really powerful to bring her back as a Revenant, right?
Yeah, well, she's some kind of thing anyway, right? Because she willed herself back into existence. So Ingrid fucked up when she killed her.
She's probably from the line of Shaw.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe she's one of the Shaw. Yeah, one of the chosen. Maybe another one of the tier like Ingrid, because Ingrid was the tier. Maybe she's another tier, and she didn't know when she killed her. It fucked it up. Now there's two tiers walking around the earth.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Do we want to do anything with Exair being basically under Murloc's control right now, or do you want to just keep him where he's at?
Well, he's under his control. He's like learning from him, if that makes sense.
Okay.
He's like his apprentice, along with what other
like an actual
he's defeated.
Mentor,
like a squire to a knight.
Yeah.
He's actually his mentor. So it's still Calamity because he lost. He's not questing anymore or anything.
He's not questing, and he also got his ass whooped.
He got his ass whooped.
What about the Alcatos with the thing with Temporis?
I had an idea for the Temporis that he finds the box.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things he saw when he was looking for the box, he saw that person giving birth. So he finds is in a box. He finds a child like in the middle of this forest here, a baby, and that's what he takes.
Inside the box, or
it isn't a box. The box is the baby. It's the baby. It was the last thing he sees is that woman giving birth over and over again. And when he goes through all his other illusions or all his other time loops, he finds the baby at the center of it.
Nice.
So that baby that Animorph gave birth to is Temporis's box, whatever that means. Whatever that particular MacGuffin is.
Okay.
It's a baby.
So anything that happened in that time loop could be as much a construction of the Temporis cube or whatever than as it was reality.
I think we should make it a little girl, and I don't think she should be an Animorph. I think she should be like a different race than they were, so it makes even less sense.
So, she'd be a Chronix, wouldn't she?
A Chronix, or the things over there was Temporis, Chronix, and the Animorphs. So maybe we make her something else besides that. I don't know. Maybe we make her human or an elf or something. Maybe a race that we don't have, like a classic D&D race that isn't anywhere else on this map anywhere.
Yeah.
Pookie, what you said kind of inspired me to the thought of it's the instead of like the island of misfit toys, it's the island where writers put all the ideas they got after they jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our MacGuffin. It's our island of MacGuffins.
It's MacGuffin Island, dude. And this is its final form, the ultimate MacGuffin. You thought that was a device? It's a baby.
It's a baby.
It's a living device.
I think it had something to do with this. Like we're not part of
all it does is cry and shit and eat. That's it.
That's all it does.
All day.
You feel like you're stuck in eternal hell.
Time controlling cube? Yes, it's a powerful time controller. Right. I promise you.
It could dilate time. It could make your 1 hour of sleep feel like 16 because you haven't had any in 2 weeks.
That is so true.
It's a baby.
It's a baby. It's a baby.
Yeah, what do you think? What race should we use, dude? We should use a classic D&D race that we haven't used.
Well, all right, so we've already brought out elves. We've had dwarves.
We've had humans.
How about a little halfling?
We haven't done
any halflings. We've had gnomes. We haven't had halflings.
Yeah.
We haven't had orcs. We haven't had. I'm trying to think classic D&D.
Cyclops.
No, well, yeah, we definitely haven't had a cyclops. It's a giant baby.
It's a giant baby.
It's 12 feet tall. What do you think? I kind of like the halfling idea, dude. It's like our own little willow. It's like
because it's so cute and tiny.
Yeah.
As a female baby halfling at the center.
In fact,
of the force.
we're just going to throw out all of our identity and self-respect, and we're going to call the baby Willow, and that's what they find. They find Willow in the forest because in Willow, the baby is also a MacGuffin. So
that's right.
So the baby is called Willow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's actually.
I don't want to go to the tower.
Yeah, I don't want to. I am the greatest swordsman that has ever lived. Come on, dude. Madman Mardigan.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking best. The part where he starts whooping everybody's ass, and Willow's like, "You are great. You really are great."
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. All right, so are we going to do anything with Bellows during the hush? I think we're good right now. I think he's just screwed.
Yeah, we explained that, right? He's wandering around without a voice now.
Yep.
Yeah, doesn't mean he's not learning how to become a badass all over again.
Well, yeah, but he still has his other training for being a whisperer, so that's probably what he's using. He's rolling around doing dirty shit.
Do we need to do anything about the actual castle becoming in the mountain? I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, as an event goes, it really didn't do much, right? It just displaced whatever was here, unless they decide to stay. Like, she doesn't eject them.
Yeah.
They could choose to live here if they want to, have jobs. Yeah. Fish for acid fish in the acid lake, whatever, dude.
Oh, so they could
build acid-proof boats.
So they could
acid-proof boats.
They got sucked in if they were into that.
Yeah, if they just become part of the castle and
what if
pantry and shit?
What if so say there's a Scar Elf farmer and he's just chilling there and he has a potato farm.
Just picking his little potatoes and shit.
Yeah, he's picking potatoes. All right, I'm with you. And she comes.
And she comes. And then suddenly it's like Beauty and the Beast. He's now a part of her castle in some fashion.
Yeah, he's like but instead of being a Scar Elf anymore, he's like a scarab. Remember those scarabs that she made? He's like a scarab elf now.
Yeah.
So his body's covered in like that weird chitinous armor, but he's still a farmer. He's still chilling. He's still farming.
Scar Elf potato farmer. That's really what we went there.
Yeah, maybe there's like a life giant taxidermist dude. Now he's like a scarab life giant taxidermist.
Well, I was just saying.
Oh Lord.
She had the scarabs though, so the device was already there. It didn't need to be added again.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like the idea. You said the Beauty and the Beast thing. That's a good idea. So she like turns the surrounding shit into her shit, basically. But they're still them.
Oh,
they'd probably want to stay, right? Because now they're part of like a family.
Yeah.
Be our guest. Be our guest. It's not going to guess. Yeah.
Scar Elf potatoes.
That's what I was just like. Those are like motherfucking Scar Elf potatoes.
Now I totally want to make him a character, bro.
First,
Gavin, the potato farmer. He's a fucking avatar, bro. Farmer. He's like responsible for all the potatoes in this world. He's literally king of the potato. He can't hit in combat, but he can make a mean stew. King of the potato. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That makes amazing hash browns.
Walking around.
Gavin, master of the potato, dude.
That's so ridiculous.
No, you don't understand. You can't. we need to honor him across the entire globe. He invented the chip.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh, I see. Calls them crisps.
Call them
On your nice bag of crisps.
A nice bag of crisps. So
what else happened here?
Let's see.
How about Oblivion? Since Whisper Letty got his claws involved in this, does he help them expand? Like, are they in other cities besides just here then?
I would have to think so, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I say during this resolution that they have a little Oblivion house in every major civilization.
I think that it would give Whisper Letty a great chance to rebuild the Whispers.
The Whispers, right?
Sombra kind of fit.
Yep.
Although he probably doesn't realize what he's really cooking with. Like, he's like, oh, I could do this. I'm good. Yeah. Like, he probably doesn't realize how dangerous the Slod Lord is, who's in control of the Whispers. I mean, of the Oblivion, you know.
He's fucking back with the source of his own knowledge.
Yeah.
All over again.
So, yeah, Whisper causes the Oblivion to expand to other cities. What about?
Since the Camarilla is like the Mafia, right? And
no, not the Camarilla.
The Mephits are like the Mafia.
The Mephits, the 10 to here.
Never mind then. I had an idea on how you break down a certain number of families, and so then that we could say, oh, there's like 8 Lasombra.
Giovanni, or like
they infest 8 cities politically.
Well, I mean, what we could do is say that Lasombra are the progenitors of our vampire races, and maybe they make a different house in each one of these cities, and each of those houses is a different clan and vampire. So maybe they turn somebody over here at the Mephits into a Giovanni, which is why they're like the Mafia. And they turn somebody here in the Scar into like not the Bruja, sorry, the Gangrel. So they're much more like about protecting the countryside and shit. And maybe here, where the Japanese are, they create the Ventru, because I think, well, or we could straight a Nadasu Jin, right? Like they could be Eastern vampires.
Oh, Kuijin, yeah,
Kuijin, yeah. Just an idea. Like,
no, there's ones that would fit for everything down to that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the Lasombra become basically like the first progenitors of all the vampires. Yeah,
I like that. That's pretty badass.
Do you like that idea? We could do that. You can just list, and then we can come up with them later.
What happens? Random rolls and just some creative thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe
and a whole lot of cold beds.
Maybe in Gates of Elysium, maybe it's like the Salubri or the Daughters of Cacophony.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, it really does. You could find one to fit.
The Cappadocians.
Yeah, or the Cappadocians.
Those would be the Meerkat folk.
The Meerkat folk, right? Because they're not necessarily evil, but they use necromancy, unlike the Giovanni, which are pretty fucking evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could find one for all of them, dude. And just their versions of that now. So there's like a vampiric underbelly now to each one of the civilizations.
Mm-hmm.
It's like running shit behind the scenes. And this all happened because Whispered Letty allowed them to use his network to expand.
Yeah. The last moments of his network trying to make a nice play. Not
really. Like, oh shit.
So he's not a vampire, but he's helping the vampires.
Yeah. But he might become a vampire later.
Maybe. Or maybe he never does, right? Maybe he thinks he's above it or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he's a soul eater, dude. A soul eater is from World of Darkness.
Yeah.
They're the things that vampires fear because like they eat someone's soul completely away and they're like a disease. They're like vicissitude kind of. But there's psychic disease that infects people.
Yeah, they're pretty badass. I mean, to me, like Whisper Lady's kind of got the whole worm thing going on a lot.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do during the resolution. Sorry, I told you. Or you said worm. He reemerges. Sure. The worm that walks, that put himself into all those bodies. He reemerges.
Oh, the Sogoth. Yeah.
Resolution.
Oh no, not Sogoth.
What's his name? Nerenthal.
Yeah.
He comes back.
Yeah. Okay. Narlat.
Yeah.
Narlat.
Narlat returns at the end of the phase. He reforms. Even though pretty much everyone in the world who survived the thing has like a piece of him in them or someplace in their bloodline. Oh, and the Macaw people. Yeah, I want them to make the familiars in the Macaw. I want them to make that giant telescope at the end of this resolution too.
Okay.
Call it like the Farseer. It's like a telescope that's so powerful it can see past our galaxy into like another galaxy.
What about like a? Yeah, never mind. Doesn't work. I don't know. The cosmology of D&D is definitely fantasy.
Yeah, it's just because it's planes, but like, we could have a slightly different cosmology.
So basically, I'm saying that this telescope just sees into the prime material plane, but it sees further past this world further into the prime material plane. So it can see other planets.
Because the thing is like most worlds have a prime material plane. Like, yeah, you have like your prime material plane, you have like some suns, but like you never get to those suns. You never get outside of the actual world. But
but it doesn't mean they don't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they don't exist. And like oh gosh, I know it's called, like, was it Star Killer or whatever it is? Like there's I would like to be able to open this up in like the 5th round or 5th age to where if you want to do space travel, we can totally.
We always talk about doing the Spelljammer shit.
That offshoot of D&D called Magic Butter.
Yeah. What do we call it? Cantrip schooners. Cantrip schooners.
Yeah, Magic Butter.
But
nice. It took me a second. I was like, "Oh, Spelljammer, nice."
Magic Butter. This telescope can see far out into space, and that means that now the Macaw and the Familiars have full knowledge of those suns and what that asteroid belt is.
Oh yeah,
probably better than anybody else because they can see it clearly.
I'm quite annoyed because you were like frozen. It makes no sense because you're frozen.
Are you having problems with the camera?
Yeah, Pookie's been frozen for like, and you're not frozen on my. I literally am watching you on Discord.
He keeps twitching. He keeps twitching a little bit.
More than what I'm getting here. No one needs anything else, T'Challa, but as an available option, pull out that magic butter.
Yeah, so we need to name the 13 clans for the shogunate and the houses for the vampires. Do you just want to do that next? Do you want to do that next time?
Yeah, we'll probably do it next time. Like I said, I want to do some microscope, but we can go back and just do like some like filling in, like, hey, let's name some of these things and and figure out which clans or which races. That's something we can definitely knock out next week. And
I'm thinking that we do like a Ravnos with the Mongols, like a Ravnos offshoot.
Yeah. Actually, instead of the Ravnos, the Andals.
Oh yeah, they're the actual Mongols from Dark Ages.
That's right.
We should do Ravnos somewhere though. We need like gypsies somewhere, dude.
Yeah,
gotta have them gypsies, dude.
You just wait until the Temporis box starts a halfling gypsy community that goes around in time loops.
That's right.
It's a person. It has a name, dude.
Her name is Willow.
Yeah, her name is Willow. Her name is Willow, and she's a person. A very small, tiny person, but a person nonetheless.
Say her name.
I don't know about you, John, but I don't see half people. Sorry. I don't see half. I don't see half colors.
The concept that she wasn't a real person and she was a Temporis who acting as a person through the wild powers of magic at the core of the creation of this world.
What's kind of fucked up is she is a person, but unfortunately, like, her mentor is an evil genie. So I don't know how it's going to turn out.
That's
probably not going to be good.
Yeah, well,
so you can control time, huh?
How you're the one who's a fan of The Professional, and now all of a sudden, old abusive genie is picking up a small young.
Hey, that's a good movie.
Back to his.
Yeah, and he didn't abuse her, dude.
Here.
He fucking helped Matilda.
Oh no, I was just putting it in context close enough for everybody else to make the rest of the jump.
Matilda. Sorry. And then Gary Oldman goes, "Oh shit," and then he blows up.
Did we really only have 4 things for 1, 2, 3, 4? Do we only have 5 things for resolution this time?
What about
are the Minotaurs going to attack anyone, or are they just standing by?
Yeah, we throw stuff in, right? Like in the races, they didn't do a lot. Like the Familiars, they moved to the telescope.
Okay, yeah, those Familiars, those are the animated. No.
Yeah, the ones I wrote up. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then whatever happened to
Transformers,
the Sogoth mimics.
I thought they died, or they
all died. That's why Nearlight just formed.
Yeah.
Like Nearlight is like literally the only one.
And we got nothing really else here. Let's see.
But what about the Minotaurs? Do we want them to attack anyone, or are they just standing by? Like, what's going on with them?
Yeah, what is are they defense or like they're raiding barbarian, savage, raping killers?
Who's in the Evergrove here? You said it was Blue Goblins and Life Giants, right?
Evergrove is Lachey and Trent's.
Yeah, Lachey and Trent's.
Okay, well, the Minotaurs are going to start during this resolution. They're going to start kidnapping these Lachey and breeding with them to create like half Minotaur, half Lachey people. Okay. to try to get some magic.
Slave race.
Magic up in there with that barbarian strength.
Oh, they're literally doing it for like eugenical reasons of bringing
Yeah.
magic into their.
You have to bring magic into their race.
That one's shiny. Fuck it, and then we'll be shiny.
So not full on war, just like raiding parties into these lands.
All right.
My goodness. And what about these proto lizardmen in the first civs? Like, there's a lot going on right now.
Well, the protos are the ones who can Gojira.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like
Primal are the ones that are up here. Like,
no, I mean,
those are the scarred ones. Yeah.
The original.
Oh, they've long. This is gone. I mean, this is ruins.
Oh,
this is like a weird. No, it's a city, but it's like a weird city made out of the glass that they were farming from the acid lake. It's like a weird. Yeah. This is a full on. I'm surprised we haven't done anything with this yet. It can like resist acid and magic and shit. This whole city is like that. It's built out of the glass from the beaches.
I assumed that their Horde nation state ran from there all the way.
Oh yeah, the Horde nation state ran the entire upper area.
Yeah, when we did it, the Horde was like the Mongol Horde. They didn't live in any one place. They just traveled around.
And it was that whole sections where they stayed.
All this, dude. So through all these lands here are probably small villages and small little towns and layers and shit that they built.
Yeah.
Like this is a place that was built. I believe this was a temple.
Yeah.
To Rind, and I don't remember what this was, but it was another place that got built. But these weren't cities.
That was a troglodyte area. That's where they were.
They were never cities though. They were some kind of temples or ruins or wonders. Yeah. They're not cities.
That's like a holy city in the border of 3 countries.
Yeah, where you built it, it's like a temple to Rind right here in the middle. Yeah, literally, it's a Jerusalem, like in the middle of this place right here.
Yeah,
yeah.
So the Shandor, the Skarn, and the Evergrowth probably all the Evergrowth probably just leave it be because it's really not important to them. But the Skarn and the Shandor,
this is where they used to pick the con at too. Every time they did the con, they did it here at this place.
Yeah, so I assume the Skarn and the Shandor. Or not Shandor. Oh shoot! Actually, the Skarn are the only ones who control the Gojira are off to the east. So yeah, so the Skarn probably consider like their sacred duty to protect that temple because that's goes back.
Maybe all 3 of them do. I like how it like borders all 3. So I think maybe each of these nations have a different piece of it, maybe or a different part of the city. The temple.
Do you think the Shandor and the Evergrowth would even care about that though, or because they're not?
You know what we should do? You know what we should do, dude? We should make this like, the Vatican. So there should be a fucking race that lives inside this temple that is not accustomed to any of the rules outside of it. So like they are alone, like they're a city state, but all they are is a giant.
Yeah, so like a forbidden city or something. There was
so what about like true dragonkin?
Yeah, remember what about the half dragons?
The half dragons.
The ones that are half dragon, half lizardmen. Like they live inside this in Dragon Patura as like the monks here, and like they're like the Vatican, dude. Like they can fuck kids, whatever.
Wow. Along all this.
Sorry, I apologize. That was a joke. It was a Vatican joke. It was a Catholic joke. But yeah, they they give mass, they take confession, fuck children, whatever inside this.
Oh my God.
Disciplined nuns read from the holy book.
Whatever makes you feel better.
Inside this temple here.
make excuses.
Oh man.
Coach the wrestling team in air quotes inside this temple here.
Oh my God, I hate you guys so much.
But did you dig what I'm saying? That's what we should make this, dude. Like this should be the Vatican.
Okay.
For our lizard folk. Sorry for the off-color jokes. Just
what did the Shio say? That was just a ruined city.
That was the city. That was where the
Steve made it.
That was like the fire city, right? It had to do something with fire. And
it's where they developed all of their siege technology. Was at this place here. So it actually fits with Rokugani pretty good. This is probably like the remnants of a wall, maybe, or a walled installation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's where one of the tribes take up now. Maybe the fire tribe, the red scale, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Mechanus. Mishan Ice.
It's terrible. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's
unfortunate. Don't do that.
Mishan Ice.
I'm going to go ahead and say that hostilities. This is not going to be good. Hostilities increase between the mongrels and the Muzahadir. Or the bankers and pirates don't get along together, especially.
Obviously.
What,
So
here?
moves to here, and then the eclipse.
Yeah, the eclipse. Just hostilities growing.
Between who?
The bankers and the pirates.
Where are the
So
pirates?
the 10 to here, actually, probably.
The mongrel pirates in the center line.
Yeah.
They have a city. They
Yeah,
haven't
eclipse.
on city yet.
Oh, and they don't like the obsidian. What do we call them? The
No,
obsidian.
Obsidian exchange.
They just
Yeah,
like money. The obsidian people don't like them because they steal their money.
Yeah. So the eclipse and the 10 to here are having issues.
Yeah, I'm just building up concepts of things that might be coming out in the future. I'm assuming also though that during
the Hawkmen should totally join the fucking.
Is getting
the Hawkmen
really
should
rich.
join. The Hawkmen should join the eclipse, dude. Look how close.
It's pretty
they
close
are.
to them. Yeah, they're real
And
close.
like they would be like their Air Force basically.
Oh.
They should totally fucking join them. Like what's left of them just become like.
Are the Hawk? I thought the Hawkmen were over here. Are they split in multiple
They're
spots?
still.
Oh, that's right, because you moved De Los
were
Santos over
here.
to the other part.
Yeah,
right?
they were here, but the dragon went away. But they were
Yeah.
still here. I thought someplace here.
Well, it's also the De Los Santos is over on the far left now.
In that little.
He moved him over to that nice fertile area.
Up here? No, it's
No, on the bottom
left,
left, above the eye.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we make whatever Hawkmen were left over here on the frozen islands. Maybe we make them join them.
Oh yeah.
Well,
'Cause it's not, they're all the same
It's like
area.
a collection of mongrels plus others. Anybody who wants to pirate.
The Hawkmen would be great pirates.
Yes, they would. They'd be like the best fucking scouts ever. I mean, literally, people in our world use birds to find land. Imagine no, get up in the air, go find us land.
Yeah, they're probably totally. That's probably like their job, dude. Like you know how some ships used to have clerics or like priests and shit. Like every ship probably has one on there. His job's like he's the sky captain or some shit.
You
That's
go
like
into sea without a Hawkman.
you're
Oh,
fucked.
you're looking for death.
And they don't let fat Hawkmen on the boat because they're like, you're an albatross. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You gotta be skinny and in shape. You can't get on the ship, you fat piece of shit.
Fucking albatross.
You fucking albatross. Literally.
Around the neck of this ship.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're a fat Hawkman, you're from De Los Santos over here.
You are for De Los Santos. Only the lead.
They try to
Fucking,
live a
fucking hot Brazilian hawk girls.
Yep. Just relaxing
All day, bro.
building nice statues.
Having the butt lifts.
Life.
Yeah, enjoying. They've had a little car cave, and for all they care, they could be hidden away for 2,000 years after all their shit they just got done doing.
Yeah, them hot girls got that bird booty, you know what I'm saying? Bow!
No, I just imagine their philosophy in life would have to change to something like, no, you live for every day.
Yeah, he'd
Because
never
we enjoy every day. Why? Well, you can try to defend yourself. You can try to build something. You can try to do anything you want, but the ground underneath you can literally be a dragon that flies out.
They
That's
also,
true.
well, dude, they also feel privileged because they believe that they're the Hawkmen and Salmon are responsible for saving the Earth.
Yeah,
Not
more
once,
twice.
twice. So they feel privileged, dude. They're allowed to kick back and have a cerveza and not worry about shit.
They're like, we've already saved the world twice. We're good, guys.
Brazilian bird. But
Brazilian bird booty. I like it.
Brazilian bird booty, dude.
That's it. All right,
Okay,
so I think we're good on this. So like I said, guys, I know some of y'all came in late. We're only doing one round tonight because some of us are like I am still. I'm having a great time, but I don't feel so hot right now. Let's just be honest. And John's dying. He probably has 25 broken ribs. So,
Well, no, I either have a lightly cracked stress fracture or I have just a sore bruised rib and I'm a bitch. One of the two.
and then Pookie is carrying the weight. That's what he's doing tonight.
So,
Hey, shout out to Pookie for doing twice each.
hey, was that a fat joke, dude? Carrying the weight?
I did not even go
Is that
there.
what I'm doing?
But no, hey, shout out to Pookie. He was the MVP tonight for.
How'd you hurt your ribs, dude? Well, look, dude, you got to give them the Rohypnol before you take them back to your house, okay? It's very important. You start off with the Rohypnol before you start the date rape.
Don't get the GH bottle confused. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude, you got them mixed up. You
All I
don't
gotta say
yourself
to
and
everybody
kick the shit out of
out
you.
there
He
is
gave a really big girl Rohypnol, and then he had to drag her back to the house, and he pulled a rib.
Yeah, that was a huge bitch.
out. No,
No, he dosed himself.
We don't condone date rape. We don't condone date rape.
Who's
No, we
out
don't.
there feels
Joke.
like they're about to pass out at any time.
Well, should I say that
Don't knuckle up. Like, take a seat, sit down.
to D and I, it's a joke. To John, I'm not so sure.
I see where this is going.
I don't even like you people. All right. So reminder, next week, we'll be doing microscope. We will figure out probably sometime. He does like them thick, real thick.
I had a pitch for you guys. Instead of doing microscope next week, what do you think about you and John doing a one shot with me, Demon? I got an idea
Yeah.
for a Cthulhu one shot.
Hell yeah.
You guys want to do it? Think we could do it? Think we could set it up in 1 week?
Oh yeah.
I would love to only do Dawn of Worlds on this particular broadcast, but I haven't got to RP in a long time. And
what he's saying is
it's a one shot Cthulhu from
Yes.
Leo, so I'm not putting that down.
So yeah. So
yeah, I'm down.
So we're going to get together next week. We're going to do some role playing, have some fun, and then we're going to probably pull out some microscope and go back and do some world building. There's some amazing storylines here that we have just built the framework on. So we're looking real forward to doing that. But yeah, no, next week we're just going to show you guys what Call of Cthulhu is all about, and we'll do all the dice rolling in here, so it's all nice and fair. On we'll do it on Roll20, so we can all die terrible deaths. And do I get to play a thespian again?
No, I got an idea. I mean, I wish we had 2 more players, but Steve won't be available, right? So
no,
it's just 3 of us.
Do you want to? Is there anyone? Do you want to bring anyone else in? Like, I don't even know how you would even do that. Would you, John?
Yeah, I don't know if we can do that. Maybe the role plan's bad, but maybe we should just microscope next week.
We add them to Discord.
I don't know, because I bet you Steve's going to be pissed off if we do a one shot Cthulhu without.
All right, so yeah, so next week we're going to do microscope. Next week we're going to do microscope, and we're going to probably do microscope for the next few weeks.
But sometime we are going to do a one shot, right?
That's we've been trying to get somewhere else in the
and we could do it on a different night.
Yeah.
My Tuesday nights are about to free up in just a little bit, so I think Tuesday nights we might look at a one shot.
Are we still doing that thing tomorrow, John? Or not tomorrow? Wednesday?
Man,
still gonna try and do it, or are you gonna be able to do it?
I thought it was Fridays.
Well, we were gonna do it Friday, but I'm not off Fridays. We didn't do Friday, so I asked if you want to do it next Wednesday.
Okay.
Should be 2 days from now.
Yes, I'm down. I will not have the intro I prepared. I got elements and After Effects, and I'm gonna try to put something together.
Well, I figured we could just record it and then stream it later.
Yeah, and we'll also be cutting promos for Wednesday night too, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put the bumper up again at the end of this, guys. It's just a little promo. I do want to apologize though. The original video that was supposed to play at the beginning of tonight's broadcast was about a 2-minute and 30-second recap of what happened in the episode before. That
it happened.
That Corinth was nice enough to pre-record for us.
So,
fire.
All right. Hey,
the goat.
I know I wasn't feeling great, but I had a really good time, guys. And once again, I know Pookie doesn't like a lot of praise, but shout out, man. He knocked it out. He knocked it out hardcore tonight. You give him 2 turns around, he's gonna fuck some shit up.
Praise is just a knife that sticks you in the front instead of the back, dude. That's all it is.
That is deep. That is deep. That is some et tu, Brutus.
It's just what you see coming. It's not the backhanded compliment. It's the front-handed compliment.
That's Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Pookie? Someone hurt you.
Fucking everyone, dude.
Everyone hurt me. It's like a therapy session. Thank you all for showing up tonight, guys. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate bearing with us and enjoying our show. Hope you enjoyed it. We enjoy having you guys here in the comment section. Reach out whenever you want to. Follow, like, subscribe, and bumper.
Okay. I love this shit. All right. Hey guys, it's Corinth. Just reminding you that if you like what we do, give us a follow on Twitch. Twitch.tv/The Bull Critters Corner.